Exploring would, could, and might in conditional sentences. Hello, English learners. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of conditional sentences. Our focus will be on would, could, and might, three modal verbs that are crucial when you're crafting conditional sentences. This video will help you understand their distinct roles and how they change the meaning of a sentence. So, let's get started. Would is perhaps the most common modal verb we use in conditional sentences. Typically, we use would in the result clause of a hypothetical or unreal conditional sentence. It's used to talk about imaginary situations or things that have not happened. For instance, consider this sentence. If I had $1 million, I would buy a mansion. In this case, the speaker does not actually have $1 million, but is imagining a situation where they do. Next up is could, another vital modal verb. In conditional sentences, we usually use could to express a possible outcome of a hypothetical situation. It is often used to denote ability or possibility in hypothetical scenarios. Let's look at an example. If I studied harder, I could get better grades. Here, the speaker is considering a possible scenario where studying harder leads to better grades. The last modal verb we'll talk about today is might. Might is often used in conditional sentences to express a less certain outcome compared to would or could. It indicates that the action in the result clause is possible but not guaranteed. For example, if it rains tomorrow, we might stay at home. In this sentence, the speaker is uncertain whether it will rain tomorrow or whether they will stay at home if it does. Now that we've gone over each modal verb, let's focus on their differences. While would, could, and might all describe hypothetical situations, they do so with varying degrees of certainty and possibility. Would is used when the speaker feels the situation is more likely to occur, though it remains hypothetical. Could indicates that the situation is a possible outcome, given certain conditions. Might suggests the situation is possible but with a higher degree of uncertainty. Remember, the nuances between these verbs can be subtle and often depend on the speaker's perspective. That's it for today's lesson. Hopefully, you now have a better understanding of how would, could, and might operate within conditional sentences. These modal verbs can add depth to your English conversations and writings, helping you express a range of hypothetical situations. As always, keep practicing, and don't forget to revisit these concepts regularly. Happy learning!